The highlights. Lagos State government presents checks to another 150 beneficiaries of Sanwo-Olu Care's social intervention program. Federal government restates decision to void over 20,000 degree certificates from Togo, Benin Republic universities. On the foreign scene, Israel launches strike across Lebanon to thwart large-scale rocket drone attack by Hezbollah. And in sport, Remo Stars crashes out of CAF Champions League. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. Lagos State government, through the Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement, has presented checks to another 150 beneficiaries of the Sanwo-Olu Care's social intervention program, an initiative aimed at addressing the needs of Lagosians. Special Advisor to the Governor on Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement, Tajuddin Afolabi, emphasized that the social intervention program is one of the various efforts the administration is undertaking to improve the lives of vulnerable residents and provide adequate economic empowerment, especially with the ongoing hardship in the country. Afolabi clarified that there is no form of discrimination in the selection process of the beneficiaries, noting that all recipients were selected based on their application with detailed financial needs and how they planned to expend the funds. Each beneficiary will be receiving a check of varying amounts tailored to their individual need. Appreciating the Lagos State government, one of the beneficiaries, Esther Akimbamire, noted that the financial aid will be used for the medical expenses of her son, who is in dire need of urgent surgery. General Manager, Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, Olalekan Bakariuki, has reinforced the agency's commitment to delivering swift and efficient responses to all inquiries and reports received through its toll-free call center. This assurance forms part of the new management's strategic approach to enhancing the efficiency of traffic management across Lagos State. Speaking during an operational meeting at LASMA headquarters in Oshodi, Bakariuki addressed zonal heads and field officers, emphasizing the critical importance of responsive communication with the motoring public. He stressed that every call received by the agency is treated with the highest level of urgency. The General Manager also confirmed that since the toll-free call center's inauguration, the agency has received and addressed over 1,750 calls from the public, including feedback on the performance of LASMA officers at various traffic hotspots across the state. The Muslim community in Lagos has been urged to take advantage of the state government's amnesty extension to complete proper documentation of their building infrastructure. This call was made at a one-day sensitization program organized by the Mosque Documentary and Market of Convenience. The Director, Lagos State Lands Bureau, Olawale Ojikutu, who addressed participants, highlighted the importance of obtaining a land title for mosques and other infrastructure within the Muslim community. Ojikutu outlined the necessary steps, including acquiring a survey plan, land information, and building approval.
Properties on land, whether for agriculture, for recreation, for industrial, for residential, or religious purpose, needs to be tied, because we need to identify who owns what at all times. We must be able to say, this is what belongs to Mr. A, this is what belongs to Mr. B. And as such, that is why we are advocating in Lagos State that all landowners must title their land.
Also speaking, agriculture expert Olayemi Ibrahim advocated urban farming and suggested that people can grow arable crops in their own compounds using sacks, buckets, and similar containers rather than needing large plots of land.
Little space in their premises, either a vacant land or a developed, or space within the surroundings of the house, or rooftop, and so on, to plant crops that they eat, like vegetable crops or root crops like tomato, pepper, tatasha, and the rest. Vegetable crops like wedu, shokot, and the rest. So it's a means of finding way out of the inflation.
Earlier, host of the occasion, Sonny Adili, provided an overview of the mosque documentation and the benefits of the amnesty extension. He highlighted the positive impacts of the amnesty period and commended Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for his support in advancing these initiatives. Our reporter, Toib Badmus, reports that the event was supported by the Ibile League of Imams, various councils of chief imams and alfas, among other groups. The Nigerian Air Force says several terrorists were killed during an air interdiction on the Malum Forest in Kaduna State. According to the service, most of the terrorists were responsible for recent attacks on civilians, abductions, and cattle rustling in the Shiroro local government area of Niger State. NAF spokesman Edward Gaboat said the operation was carried out by the air component of Operation Whirl Punch. Gaboat noted that the battle damage revealed that several of the terrorists were killed as a result of the strike. He also said air raids conducted in the Niger Delta region led to the destruction of several illegal refining sites and overhead tanks. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government says it stands with its decision to void over 22,700 degree certificates obtained by Nigerians in some fake universities in neighboring Togo and Benin Republic. Education Minister Tahir Maman said Nigerians who obtained degree certificates from such legal tertiary institutions are denting Nigeria's image. Maman said the measure to invalidate degree certificates from illegal universities in the Benin Republic and Togo is not a harsh one, as the authorities in the neighboring Francophone West African countries also judged the concerned schools as fake. He noted that the revelation was part of a report submitted to the Federal Executive Council, FEC, by a committee with a mandate to probe degree certificate racketeering by foreign and local universities in Nigeria. Maman said many Nigerians parading the certificates from the illegal schools did not even leave the shores of Nigeria, but got their certificates through racketeering in collaboration with government officials at home and abroad. The National Youth Service Corps has announced the release of the 2024 Batch B Stream 2 call-up letters for prospective Corps members. The Corps made the announcement in a series of posts on its official X handle, formerly known as Twitter. It said orientation camp for the stream is expected to start on August 28, 2024 and closes on September 17, 2024. According to the post, some prospective Corps members posted to Lagos will have orientation in Ogun and Osun states. The NYSC advised prospective Corps members to print and sign an addendum, which will be submitted during registration at the orientation camp. Director General of the World Trade Organization, WTO, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, has advocated policy consistency to drive development. Okonjo-Iweala said this in a delivered keynote address at the opening of the week-long annual General Conference of the Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, in Lagos. She decried a phenomenon she labeled as the not in my administration syndrome in governance, which she said has been responsible for the not so good economic performance of Nigeria. Also speaking at the event, President Bola Tinubu reaffirmed his administration's commitment to upholding the rule of law, adhering to the principles of separation of powers, and tolerating dissent within the bounds of the law. The president, who was represented by the Vice President Kashim Shettima, acknowledged the Nigerian Bar Association's sterling history of championing democratic ideals as well as promoting the rule of law. He implored Nigerian lawyers and other citizens to join hands with the present administration in resolutely working towards a Nigeria of everybody's dream, saying the nation cannot continue to tow the path threaded in the past if it must achieve sustainable development. And now to foreign news. Israel says it carried out a wave of preemptive strikes across southern Lebanon to thwart a large-scale rocket and drone attack by Hezbollah. According to Israel's military, jets destroyed thousands of the Iran-backed armed group's rocket launchers on Sunday morning. Meanwhile, Hezbollah said it had still managed to fire 320 rockets and drones at Israel in retaliation for the assassination of a senior commander. The United States says it is working to avoid any further escalation after 10 months of hostilities that have raised fears of an all-out war. Now, sports, Remo Stars has been eliminated from the CAF Champions League following a 2-0 defeat to Asfar of Morocco. Asfar won the preliminary round contest 3-2 on aggregate. The first half ended goalless despite relentless pressure from the hosts. There will now be only 2 Nigerian clubs left on the continent this year: Enugu Rangers in the Champions League and Eyimba in the Confederation Cup, after El Kaneme Warriors were also eliminated by Daje of Benin Republic. And that ends on news at 10. Just before we go, slow down at road junctions, intersections and pedestrian crossings. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration completed the Lekki Free Trade Zone jetty and offloading platform? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government, through the Office of Political, Legislative and Civic Engagement, has presented checks to another 150 beneficiaries of the Sanwo-Olu CARES Social Intervention Program, an initiative aimed at addressing the needs of Lagosians. The federal government says it stands with its decision to void over 22,700 degree certificates obtained by Nigerians in some fake universities in neighboring Togo and Benin Republic. We also told you that Israel said it carried out a wave of preemptive strikes across southern Lebanon to thwart a large-scale rocket and drone attack by Hezbollah. And in sport, Remo Stars has been eliminated from the CAF Champions League following a 2-0 defeat to Asfar of Morocco. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is news broadcast compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. I am Dele Agadumo.